Love and light, come on in, come on in. Welcome to the channel, the Sugar Ass Big Mama. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Family, we're talking about this new love that's coming in. It's coming with so much love, admiration, and everything. Okay? So the leads coming up, I told you it's going to be about a shift that's coming in right now. This is the first card that came up in here. So if you're in a situation right now and it's turning another turning point in this relationship, it is here, okay? Don't get scared because it's coming with some powerful, powerful energy, okay? Everything close to the sun, we want to thank you. Everything that we can use, all this information from our Orishas, our ancestors, Orishas, everything close to the sun, we want to thank you. And all the things that we can use to the sun is going to be beautiful. The things that's not working has to flee right now. It is so many things that's coming through, and it's all about love. And I can't spin it any other way. It's the energy that's coming in right now. So if you're looking for love, you're already in a situation, this is the time. And guys, when you come up in here, come in with the right energy, rising, because Big Mama will get you out of here immediately. We got too much information that's coming in right now, so we can't be playing right now. A lot of people are ready for love. I'm gonna get you right. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, so if the truth is too much for you, this ain't the building for you. Okay, or the channel. Okay, like I said before, my sauce is that much. My sauce is that real. We keep it real over here. So if you can't deal with a nasty mouth, a potty mouth, and different things like that, I promise you this ain't the place for you. That's why I made sure ain't no kids on my shit. Okay, because I got to be able to do what I need to do, how I need to do it. Okay. And I'm just keeping it real. So make sure for the fact, just subscribe to my channel. Guys, I want to thank everybody for donation. Thank you so much. It really helps with my channel to get more cards and different things that I need to use for my business, okay? Starting for the fact coming back out of them strokes for 5 years to 6 or more, being able to talk and stuff like that. I have to start all over because I don't know what happened while I was sick. I don't know what happened. They flagged my account. I don't know to this day because I never used nobody else's account but mine. But it said I used somebody else's. I don't know. I think because I didn't use it because I was sick with all them strokes, they flagged my shit. So all that hard work that I put in is over. So basically, I got to start all over again. Ain't that some shit? But what can you do when they control everything? I just got to do the best that I know how, like anybody else, and make it pop. So, like I said, this is what we're talking about today. You want a person to come into your life feel like that for you. You don't want nobody to come into your life that's being a distraction in your life and they can't tell nice things to you, right? You don't want nobody like that. You want somebody that's gonna come into your life and gonna show you some love, hmm and respect. We ain't got time for that, you know. So whoever these people that's coming into your life right now, they're coming with that good energy, that love that's gonna last a long time. I don't know no person that's in a relationship and that person treats you like shit that you're gonna be okay with them. Okay? I don't know nobody. That's the same way at going to a job. If the person who own the place mistreats you in a wrong way, you ain't about to do no good work for them. Same way with relationship. If you come in that relationship bad, it's gonna stay bad, okay? So it's a time for all of y'all to appreciate what you have in your connection, your counterpart, your partner, your supply, the karmic, whatever is in your situation, okay? So admiration is something that's very important for a relationship because when a man feels that and you make them feel that way, they'll be more open to do different things for you, right? When you come with vigor and sour energy and terrible speech towards them and stuff like that, men, I promise you, men ain't, I'm telling you, they ain't gonna move like that. So we want relationships the right way. So that means, ladies, we got to be a little bit mindful what we do and what we say out of our own mouths. Okay, that's something very important when it comes to relationship. If you try to build this relationship, it's just like a goddamn tree. If it's not filled with good shit, it's gonna die. Some of y'all relationships is on life support. Ain't nobody talking, ain't nobody making love. It's all just drama and everything that comes along with it. Sometimes you got to sit into the tree. The tree is you. That's the one. That's the knowing one. That's the one who's supposed to be walking with some wisdom. So if you got two people don't get it, ain't nobody learning from this shit, why are you in a relationship? Right? If y'all two gonna fight against each other and ain't nobody learning for nothing, ain't nobody open up to changing, what is the point? Okay? It's called respect. And if you don't respect the person who you say you love, and you say you in a relationship with that person, and that person don't feel it, it's a waste of time, I promise you. Okay? So we trying to build a tree. We don't want branches. We want that tree to feel like filled with opportunity, beautiful things. We don't want stagnant relationships. So that means every person that's aligned to that relationship got to work on each self. And that's something that's very important if you're trying to build a relationship. I remember when I was married, my mouth was terrible. I'm a beast with that mouth and that energy and stuff like that, but I always had to be hard and all that shit. So I never got to sit in my divine feminine. Maybe because of the fact that I was a mom trying to be what their dads didn't do. So I had to be very masculine to raise my sons. And I think the reason why is because trying to keep them away from the gangs and all that type of shit. And then I just didn't want to walk behind my kids in the casket. So I made in my mind a vow that they walking me out, not me walking them out. So let's put it to like this. I outdid everything I said I was going to do. So now I got both of my sons, one is 35, one is 34, both married and everything, never been in trouble, never seen jail, nothing. I was a hard country ass mom. If you know about country women, you know we don't play no games with nobody. The men, kids, animals, cows, dogs, roaches, I don't care. Mother country women, we're a little bit different. All that dumb shit that y'all let y'all kids get away with, we don't, honey. I believe in whooping your ass energy. Okay? And I meant everything in the house was aligned. The man too. You know, and I was loving, but I was real. I was serious. We see the things every day. I can't tell you how many children I had to put in the ground that I had to sing for. From crazy shit, being shot at 2 years old all time. I mean, I sing so much. And that's why I don't sing for funerals and nothing that anymore. It burned me out. Being an empath, I hold everything in my spirit. Their spirit always, it was just a little bit too much. And I wanted to be a better wife, but it takes two. My husband was never, he didn't know family because he never had it. Me, on the other hand, I had mommy and daddy till mommy died. I lost my mom going, I think, 47 years old. Only thing I knew was mommy and daddy. So when I got with this man, I wanted somebody to be like my daddy. He was nothing like my daddy. He worked hard, but for himself. He wasn't a provider. I was the provider. When he made his money is his money, wasn't the house money. Okay? He seen that through his daddy and his mama. And she walked away from him when he was 5 years old and got another family and started a new family. So anything that he thought about relationship started with who? His mama and his daddy. But he had somebody that was always in the building, was the grandmama. She took care of him. But one thing she told him that fucked him up for the rest of his life, don't do shit from no bitch. And he stand with that for the rest of his life. So when he called himself getting married for the first time, he gave the bitch the world, but she didn't give him the world back. So he was bitter. Then years later, he met me. I was always on my shit. I was 20, he was 36. Had my own home, halls, my own home, cars, everything. But he didn't want commitment. He seen this little pretty young girl on her shit. So I've been with him since I was in my 20s, all the way leading into my 50s. So I would say this. Was he my soul connect? Fuck to the nut. He came with too much baggage. Child support and all the shit I didn't have. But being his wife, I helped him in a major way. It took me 16 years to heal after I got away from him. And the only reason why I left is because his old mama said, Mama, you loving a man that don't even like you. It wasn't that that's something I did. He was already had a disconnected in his life, a void in his spirit. I can't raise a man who was not raised from his mama or his daddy. I couldn't do the job. I don't care how good I cook, clean, fuck, whatever. It was never going to be enough. If a man don't respect you, he never will. His thing, only thing a woman can be used to is sex in the kitchen. That was it. He didn't think about nothing else about what he can take from a woman. Now, what he doing? Trying to come back. You can never come back. I gave you my whole life. Now I'm about to be 52 years old and I'm trying to start this shit again. Shit, I don't know shit too much about relationship because I was in a bad one that was so fucking horrible. And the one that I had for 6 years, I didn't allow him to really get into me like I wanted to. I love Vince, and I lost him 3 years ago. And then I've been ever since, now I have my little friend that's back into my life after 30 years ago. And we back into each other's energy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you do become numb. So now I'm 52, about to be, and I'm like, oh my God, this relationship crazy, the pool is, stagnant and, but I can't close my heart up. God opened me to love. I was supposed to be here to love somebody. So all I've been through, it does not stop for me to want a man in my energy. Love is the highest vibration. We just got to learn from the lesson. You got to go through the lessons to get you to the blessing. Sometimes people will come into your life to be a distraction. He was a distraction in my life. Yes. Yeah. And sometimes people come into your life to be distraction. Some come to your life to be a blessing. Some people only supposed to come to your life for a little time to teach them something, or they teach you. You just never know until you get into it. But if you with the same relationship, right? Baby, I work all day, every day. I work from home. I work on every social media, my soap line, everything, my readings, everything. I'm up. I go to bed around 7 o'clock, right back up. At the gym, 5 o'clock in the morning. My daughter was tired today. She the same way. Our schedule is crazy. But I'd rather be up like that than the ground. When I was sick, I couldn't do nothing. So sometimes I gotta pace myself, because Aries, we go crazy. So yeah, I don't rest, baby, at all. I need to. I don't know if you're saying that lovingly or you being funny, but I do. I get rest. I do probably get 5 hours a night. Exactly. Yeah, and that's why we go through the shit that we go in. And I'm gonna tell you too, some people, if you've been through shit in your life, you've been raped, molested, and different things like that. That's gonna make it hard for anybody to have a true relationship if you won't get no healing. Okay, I went through all that. That made it very hard for me to really let anybody get in. I tried to let my husband to come in, and then when I tried to, he used against me. He literally said some shit that I couldn't believe that he would say that. I'm trying to open up to him and let him tell what had happened in my life and shit like that. And when he was being dismissive, what he would sit there and say, he said, "Did you enjoy it?" I've never heard no dumb shit like that in my damn life. And why would you say that? It just, and then it made me feel like I just need never share that to anybody ever again. You know what I'm saying? Some people's hearts is just no right. It's no fucking good. You know? But I learned a lot of lessons from him or whatnot I don't want to see. And if you're in a relationship person forever, how can you compare to another man or a woman? If you was in that bad relationship for a long time, how? How can you? Don't come up in here with that shit. If it ain't talk about spiritual things or what we talk about right here, don't worry about how I go to the gym or whatever. You trying to be funny because I will block your ass immediately. I don't come up here to play. Go play with your kids. Don't play over here. Don't worry about this. All this thick get handled. Trust me. Now when you come up in here and ask Big Mama House, you come with your shit right. I'm gonna get your ass out. Thank you. Hey baby, love and light. But yeah, so how can you compare? Why is you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? Let's have that conversation. Why do you care? I might just be a thick ass woman because that's us in my bloodline. So what we talking about? Why do you care? On this beautiful rise, get your ass right. Don't worry about me. You don't know what my situation is. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know nothing. Oh, you think if you see a thick, pretty ass woman and she sit at the table, bitch, I probably eat better than you. Get up out of here with that dumb shit. Let's keep it moving. But like I said, yeah, family, it can happen. It can happen. So when you can't compare to a relationship, if you only been with that same for the rest of your life, what can you do? When I give a look like this, that means I'm over it, right? Your delivery sucks. Mama always told me the way you start shit is the way it ends. You didn't come in here about a spirituality. You came about, do I go to the gym and work out? That has nothing to do with spirit. But you should have said, I'm going a spiritual walk. But you didn't say that. All right? See, I'm the type of person, it's the words you don't say that means a lot to me. It's the delivery. Your delivery will suck. All right? You can't put one into the other. Spirituality is one thing, exercising is another. What we talking about? Don't worry about my mind. Trust me, it's straight out. Trust me, I done had 3 kids, honey, good bad. Big ass, good legs. Wonderful womb. Ha! Okay? Now I'm about to get you up out of here if you don't be quiet. Illusions. A lot of y'all sitting that. I try to avoid new traps in my life. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make the same mistakes that I used to do. And with that being said, it's learning from what you went through before. Don't go back into a relationship that it was horrible. Because what you will find yourself doing the same shit over and over and over. That's how you do that. Send it back to the sender where the fuck it comes from. I send it back. I don't play no games. Because see, a lot of us, we sit in illusions too much. We'll stay in a relationship forever until, oh my God, there's nothing left, babies. Don't do that. That man wore me out. When I tell you he wore me out, he was too old to play games like that. Now, guess where he at right now? By himself. My wife don't love me. No, I don't. I gave you my whole life for you to get it. I ain't got nothing left for you, baby. I sat in illusions with this man. I knew everything this man was doing to me. That man brought 3 kids into the marriage. And I still stood by me because that's what I saw. You understand? My mom and them aunties, and they stayed with their men till they died. It didn't mean it was good. They was just together. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You want a connection with a person that's going to see you, respect you, got your back. You don't want a motherfucker that's coming to your life and they ain't bringing shit to that goddamn table and nothing but hell. And a lot of us and our ancestors and stuff went through that shit to keep the kids happy. The house, no. This new energy, we ain't going for that shit no more. In and out. He drained me, baby. He did. I'm now hitting 50 too. I think about when I met him, I was 20. He was 36 already. James is about to be 70. I would not tell no young girl, get your older man like that. And then they would go to an old woman and show them respect, and the young one who had his back. I was the one who had the cars. I'm the one who was the managers. I had the one who had the 3 stores and everything. But I'm the one he played with. And that's why I try to encourage my daughter. I don't let her talk about her daddy and everything. You can't stop what the kids see. And I'm going to tell you something that's very important, family. Kids are kids for a moment. They will grow up and they will have an opportunity to tell you, Mama, why you just didn't walk away. Because not only you was in your hell, you was in a hell. We was in a hell with you. And all 3 of my kids had scars because of it. He was a military man. You couldn't do nothing. The house had to be spot. You couldn't even have water spots in the sink. Nothing. So I was in hell. My kids was in the hell too. They living their lives, but my child is my youngest son. He don't fuck with me at all because of it. He ain't forgot. The oldest one, he good, but he still got his shit. And my daughter, she's still stuck struggling with a relationship because he was a negative ass man. His daughter worked so hard, everything, and got a house full of kids, got none of that. Just, and only thing he does, break them down. So when Spirit led me to talk to them, I wanted to see how they felt, and I always raised my kids to tell the truth to me. And they told me what they felt, and I tell you, that shit broke me in so many ways. I felt so fucking bad, I didn't know what to do. And I asked my kids, all 3 of them, I said, forgive me. You think you ain't going through hell? Your fucking kids is going through that shit too. Some of your kids got scars because of our shit. This is what you pick. Your kids asked for that shit. They didn't ask to be here. They wasn't born into this shit. They see all this pain and all this type of shit. You pick that man or you pick that woman. You know? You said, why did you choose? And that's all I knew was abuse, baby. My dad was a good provider, but my dad was a mean man. That's all I knew. He took care of the house. I mean, my dad worked hard, but my dad was a horrible person. We knew we loved him because that's daddy, but daddy was a mean country Mississippi man. He's mean. That's all I knew. Not only mentally and physically. My dad, he was one of them old country will beat your ass. That's all I seen. So you gonna literally watch what you see, right? If the mama's a slut, truly your kids gonna turn out to be a slut. If your mama in the street and they see that shit, they're gonna do the same shit that they see. Just what it is. So what I tried to do with my kids is be a mom. I tried my best to give them everything that I could teach them, that I learned from myself. I didn't get education and shit. I had to learn, Life was a little bit different then, But what I tried to do, what I didn't see, I knew that they loved me, but I never heard them words in the house. So that's why I made sure my kids heard, I love you. I love you. You're so beautiful. You are so great. You are my king. You are my king, my queen. Everything I speak in my kids' lives. Because nobody ever talked into mine. So now you find yourself going to relationships and shit because nobody told you was beautiful. Somebody didn't tell you that you was worthy. You trying to just figure this shit out just because. In the bars around 11, 12 and shit out here. I mean, it was just, my life was just a little bit different, They do when they realize that you fucked up. And I'm telling you, it was deep. It was deep. Look at that. It came deep. It was deep. But one thing that I love about my kids, they real. They real. My sons is the most good husbands. My sons is great husbands and fathers. DeMonte ain't got no kids, but his woman she got 3. He take care of his kids. Malcolm, he got with his woman, she had 3 kids already, and he gave her 2. They take care of him. Merlin, she ready to get married. She just ain't go for anything, honey. She got boundaries. So what I'm doing with her, I'm giving her a lot of healing of the shit that she had go through because of her daddy, because he was a negative ass motherfucker. He didn't tell her shit to encourage her. He was trying to down her like he did every woman. I understand you got daughters, man. But shit, if you can't respect nobody else, you ain't gonna respect your kids, especially your daughters. That's what I'm trying to share with you guys. This shit is deep. It's time to have conversations with your children, especially if you're in a bad relationship. Sit them down and tell them you're sorry. See where they mind is. Your children, they don't want to hurt you. That's one thing about my kids. They didn't want to hurt me. No, I want you to tell me the fucking truth. I had to own that shit, and I waited after they said, and I just cried all 3. I let them see it because I'm the mama. But when I got by myself in my own quietness, I let that shit go. And I was glad that they were open up to tell me, Mama, you was wrong. You should have walked away. We thank you for everything that you did, but that was your hell, not ours. So when you have a relationship and you got little people, think about that before you bring into your spirit, in your house, in your energy. Some kids don't get through it. They might get on drugs, hoeing, all that. You never know what your kid's going to turn out because of mistakes that mama did. Because of keeping it quiet, the kids don't get mad with the daddy. They get mad with mama because mama is what? Everything. The mother is the salt of the earth. You're supposed to protect me. You are the mother. My daughter let me know you're the mom. When I was coming through them strokes and I couldn't talk and shit like that, she let me know you still mama. You might can't talk and stuff like that, but you need to do your job. You still the mama. So she didn't make no excuses to me because literally she had to be my mom for 6 years. So can you imagine 23 years old to have your first stroke? And she had to take care of me in Atlanta all those years by herself. If she came in Atlanta like a little girl, when she came home, when she came to Ohio, she was a woman because she had to stand because she got a mama she had to take care of. She could have put me in a nurse home and all that because I was that sick, guys. It was terrible. When I came out them surgeries, I wasn't talking. I wasn't moving. I wasn't doing nothing. Blah, 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 me, blah, 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 blah. That's all I was. Because, she poked on that energy that I gave her. And look at me today. She didn't play with her mama. She treated me like the way I treated her. I was the mama. So she had to get in that position. She said when she seen me running through the house, calling her mommy, mommy, hungry. Blah, 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 mommy. She knew right then and there, she said she had to protect me. And she protected her mama. And if I could tell you all the gifts and the blessing God gives her for everything that she has done for me, on top of blessings, she never asked me for nothing. And I know she was hurt. Because listen, 23, that was she been having sex. She should be out here doing a lot of shit. But only thing people consider say when she moving out and for what? It's her shit. It's her house. She worked for this. We help each other. Now she did tell me, she said she ready for her own life. I done got you where you at now, mom. You got to take it the other way. And she wasn't nasty when she. It's about me now. I respect that shit. It can get deep sometime in life, don't it, family? Because sometimes you got to look within yourself and discover who you are. See, I discovered a lot of me through all this sickness. I was in the hospital over 1,000 times since 2001. I done fought some shit, some battles, a heart attack, a heart ablation, cancer last year. In the hospital over 1,000 times. 4 strokes, master strokes. Talking again. I done been through some shit. When I look down at my mark chart, it's over 50 things that I fought. Kidney, because one of my strokes was in my kidney. I even know you can have a stroke in the kidney. It's called a fraction. Within 24 hours, if my daughter would have got me to the hospital, I was gone. My whole body was shut down. Didn't even know it. I had literally a stroke in my kidney. My heart from the strokes. I had to have a heart ablation. Well, I got one cord that would never work again. They had to burn it. I done been through some shit. That living a spiritual life ain't nothing to play with. Because that devil gonna hate you, because if I'm gone, the message ain't gonna be there. It did everything it could to do was break me. But see, one thing I knew was that manifestation, my faith, and my integrity. And I knew how to send it back to the center where the fuck it came from. It's so crazy because when I got out of my surgery and I understood that I probably would never talk again, I can still write, but I couldn't type. So I made them put my name, like all my kids and brothers and sisters' name on the board. And the 25 days I was up in there, I just kept saying their names so I would not forget them. Hmm. And I used to run through the house all the time, and I blah 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 mommy, I blah 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 blah. I did that for years. I knew what I was saying, but my daughter didn't understand what I was saying. When I finally got to the point where I was talking and stuff, and my daughter said, "Mom, what was you saying all these years? You said it for years." I said, "I believe in God." That's what I was saying that whole time. I blah blah blah, mommy. I blah 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 blah. I believe in God. You can't tell me what spirit won't do for you in your worst parts in your life. When them doctors told me I'll be dead every year for 5 years, when we get to the 5 year, I told myself, please don't talk about death over my life no more. It was something that God still had to do for me. Don't talk about death over my life. I'm fighting for something. Don't put them curses over my fucking life anymore. Either you gonna walk with me or I gotta let your ass go. But you speak out your mouth, so it shall be. You literally putting death over my situation. I wasn't ready to go yet. Don't let nobody speak death over who you are. I don't care what it is, your career, your business, love, relationships, none of that. Don't let nobody come into your life talk death over your life. Because you never do it. It's called intent. Well, you got people that's jealous of your relationship and they put negative things on your relationship. Listen, that's an intention over your life. It's not positive. Now, if you have intentions that's good, then you put that into the universe and you use it. But don't let nobody come into your life play in your face like that. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Relationships and all. Once you understand that in a relationship, you're going to go through some things. This new love that's coming in here. The universe will be there working with you if you allow them to be in the seat with you. But you got to understand, when I'm learning in relationships with everybody, if you're not healing, you can't bring nobody into a relationship of mess. If you know you got standing energy and you got your past is so bigger than you, how can you be a good man? How can you be a good man? You can't, because you've never been healed. And our goal is to what? Get good relationship, positive relationships. We don't want to go through what we've been through. We don't want to do with family. We don't want to go through that no more. So that means I forgive you for what you did. But I own my happiness now. I'm not mad anymore. Don't you know when you were angry all the time, you look old? Through all the hell I go through, I smiles through it. Because I know what God got for me. You know, you can't sit in all that negative energy, baby. It just don't matter. What you mean, baby? Do you speak in? Almost, yeah, I always. After God said not to. I don't know what you mean by that, baby. What you mean? God's helps. I'm just not about to do that dumb shit. Not today. Moving on. Okay. But understand the universe is going to work with you through anything in this relationship. And all these new relationships is going to be so beautiful, guys. Your past, leave it there. Every time you wake up on that rise, on that beautiful rise, let that past go. You'll never see that day again. So what you didn't do yesterday don't matter. It's the shit that you're trying to do right now. If you want to build a relationship that's lasting, you can't go over here doing the same shit over and over and over and look for different shit. That was the life that you used to do. That's not what's on top of you right now. So that's why I tell women, don't throw up on your new man about what you went through in your relationship. Hey, it's over. Don't tell your new man about what you've been through. Hell to the no. Trust that the relationship that you're trying to build right now is going to be powerful. Don't bring up what you went through before. Oh, hell no. If it was good, you would have stayed with that anyways. So why the hell would you be worried about what you did or didn't do in the past? No, if you got an opportunity to love again, love again. Shit, if you make mistakes, learn from them mistakes, but don't be sitting there worried about the past. And if he a real man, he don't want to see that shit or hear that shit anyways. A real man gonna tell, hey, I know you've been through some shit, baby, but I'm talking about you. I want to see what you dealing with. What type of energy you talking about? Real men ain't on that shit. I'm gonna tell you what I know. No, I want to know you for who you are, not what you've been through. You know? So I'm just keeping it real. Trust that process in your life, you know? Because sometimes we battered women. And when you a battered woman, a man can slide into your life with a lot of burdens, and he'll find himself coming to your life, especially when you broke it. He coming with some bullshit. He already know you ain't got self confidence anyways. So what he gonna do, he gonna come up in here, he gonna slide like a fucking snake, and he gonna take everything he can take from you. That's why it's time to take your fucking power back. And that's for a man or a woman. It ain't just women being hurt. It's a lot of men I know that's been raped and molested. They got to deal with a lot of shit. Just being a man. And fighting from who they were. Okay? Strength. You got to have strength when you're in a relationship. Your strength got to be bigger than the situation. You know you coming up out of a dark place with a bad relationship. Do the healing. So you could be ready for that good energy. That new love. That new connection. Everything that's happened, family, is a new energy. But I need to tell you this. Some of y'all sit in the 3D too much. If you sit in the 3D, that means you ain't healing. That's not, you're not doing no work. You're not doing no shadow work. You're not doing nothing. How the hell do you expect to have a man or a woman if you still in that bullshit? Still talk about shit you didn't do 30 years ago. Damn, if you couldn't do it 30 years today, your ass ain't gonna do it today. If you full of shit then, you're gonna be full of shit right now. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's growing up is growth. Growth has to happen in a relationship. We don't want to be stagnant anymore, right? We want something that's going to be lasting, right? What you need, Matt? What you mean? Come on, Spirit, give me some more. Some of y'all are coming relationships from the past. Right. Some of y'all might be seeing people that you used to date with when y'all were younger and coming back to each other. Why? It's in the energy. I'm back to my friend from 30 years ago. We was together 5 years. He did 30 years almost in prison. We back at each other energy again. That was my man before I met my husband. And he told me to move on with my life. He didn't tell me to go over here and pick the wrong mom. He knew I was a little country ass thing, shit I didn't know. But we back into Twitch energy now. Now we in a situation because he got a life now. You know what I'm saying? We gonna always be friends and shit like that, but he having a hard time. He got he got a lot of decisions to make. Sometimes we'll move too fast when it comes to love, because I never stopped loving this man. And now that we get closer and closer, and the fact that he opened up to tell me that's all he thought about in prison, that gave him get through everything, just to ever see me again. And he watched me for 2 years before he said anything. He knew all about everything. My husband, my kids, my strokes, my man that I lost that was murdered by the police. When he came to see me, baby, he was ready. And he sat on that couch. He wanted to see about me. Tell me about these strokes. What's going on? How are you doing? And this was the first time to even talk to a man about them strokes other than Vince, because Vince was going through it with me. And I didn't know how to feel, because I'm like, why do you even fucking care? You know? But he wanted to see how I am mentally after all them strokes. He said, baby, you went through a lot, but look at you. He said, man, you don't look like you had 4 strokes. All that. He said, your daughter get a good job. I said, well, how did you? He said, Pat. He said, baby, I've been watching you for 2 years before I just said it's time to reach out. Little parts of my heart, I wish he would have did that, because it opened up a can of worms that I wasn't ready for. Not just me, for him now, because now he's invested in my energy. Now it's hard for him. It's not hard for me because I'm not in a relationship right now. My man is my man. He's dead. So I just doing me in these last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lose a love like that for 6 years and then just get killed for nothing, coming from work, that really, I was numb for a minute, man. I still cry about this man because I couldn't understand it. All those years, all the shit, all the battles we went through, my sickness and shit, and how you gonna die? Not even 6 months that I come home to finish healing. So I had to deal with that. But now my friend is in my life. I don't know how it's gonna end because he got a situation. He's not married though. But he got a lot of respect because she held him down. But just because a person holds you down don't mean you in love. And I never forget what he told me. He said, she picked me, I didn't pick her. What does that mean to you, man, when you say that? And I didn't understand what the fuck he mean about that, because I ain't never been through no shit like that. What he mean? Because this a man. He said, I didn't pick her, she picked me. So only thing I could break this down is that when a man picks up the good thing, it's what he want. Just because a person holds you down for years don't mean you don't have that. You might not have a soul connect. It's about respect. It's not about love. It's transgenerational. That means y'all working together to build something, but you're not in. So when he said that to me, that made me let me know he's still looking. Because one thing I know about men, they can fake for a long time, their families. Or they will play the game until they can't play it no more. Honey, they'll play till they can't. But when a man is looking for something, he probably would have thought, damn, but we just gonna have fun. And that's what he said. He said, we just having fun. Let's kick it. Let's rekindle this shit. And I never forget, he told me, don't get your feelings into shit. That's what he told me. He's a man made from the streets. He said, listen, hey, baby. He said, I got a girl. He said, I like your energy and shit like that. He said, but I got a situation. He said, so I don't want you to be in your fucking feeling. That's what he said. And he kept saying it over and over, just letting me know. So then I said, but while you keep telling me this shit, you might be the one in your feelings before me. See, he a Gemini, I'm an Aries. So he fire and he air, I'm fire. So what we talking about? So I heard him say it like 5 times. That fifth time, I told him, I said, hey, you might be in your feelings before me. He sat there on that bed. He said, yeah, you right, babe. Hey, I ain't that. Okay, because he already knew. But what he didn't know, hey, baby, what he didn't know, he already knew listen, when we saw each other for the first time in 30 years, my heart hit to the ground. I knew right then and there my life would never be the same. When I looked at his motherfucking eyes and I'm looking up like this and he looked at me. When I was with him, he had hair all the way down to here. I used to keep his hair braided. All bald. Tats all over the whole goddamn body. Still fine as a mo. Oh my gosh. Just the same. Motherfucker go to the moon on your ass. He didn't play. Very respected. And I knew right then and there, it's over for me. Because when I looked at his motherfucking eyes again, I was like, oh my God. I was like, how he, I done wait, I done got thicker and all that shit. That motherfucker didn't care. He said, man, you still sit still. And he grabbed my damn cheeks to that face. He said, I could fall herself like I did. And he just looked at me just as cool and everything like that. And we've been each other's energy since June. So now it's getting deeper, We done went through all the bullshit. And it's all him, it ain't me. Every negative shit that's gonna happen, it's him because he's running. Hey, baby, live a lie. He running away from what's real. And guess what I do? I sit back silent, doing me. Because, see, I'm okay. I know what love is. I know connection. I'm a spiritual woman, so I know what he's going through. I'm not going to make it easy on him. You came to me. I didn't come to you. I didn't chase you. I attract what I want, though. So now he in a situation, he like, damn. This was so good to me, and I am. Oh, I am. Now he had been back home, I don't know, probably 10 times now. Gas, all that shit, 10 hours to come. Come on, man. It's not just sex. It's not, can't be. Because all the women that he can have, it just don't make no sense. Know what it was. He didn't forget what we had before he left. So it's unfinished business with him, with me. But I can't be the other woman. I don't know how to do that. I've never in my life been in a third party situation in my life. I don't like it. Because at the end of the day, he going back home. But see, I'm so fucking strong, I don't fucking care. Because I'm very busy in my life. So I have shit to keep me busy. Only the hard times for me is when I think about him. You know what I'm saying? Next to me and shit like that. Other than that, he know I'm strong. I've always been strong. I just let him be a fucking man. I don't ask him to come see me. I don't do nothing. No. I don't even know when he gonna pop up on my ass. He has done it. Next minute, oh, I'm here. A man knows what he wants. And then I think about her. I can't walk about her because, hey, that's their situation, not my pickle. I can't worry about something I don't have out of control. The only thing I can control is me, what I'm gonna do with, if I'm gonna give you access of my ass or not. Come on, ladies, I done did that water pill. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. I took that damn water pill. Shit. I felt like I had a little bit too much salt the other day. So I don't want that water up around my heart. Gotta be very careful with that. But yeah, I don't know. But it's a lot of y'all might be seeing people from your past. How you gonna deal with it? Well, y'all done been in pickles before. Every relationship has some magical moments. And have I had one since he been back in my energy? Yes. And I had some ones I want to cuss his motherfucker ass out. You know? You said, I don't know if that went through the last time. What you mean, baby? He said, I don't know if it went through the last time. What you mean, honey? But yeah, everybody's situation is different. I will never, ever go through this shit again. Like I said, I wasn't looking for it. When he inboxed me, I thought I was being punked. When I seen his name, I said, oh, hell to the no. You know, when he left me, they took him from Ohio. We couldn't find him. At that time, when you had to go to prison, shit, they made sure you got out of the state of Ohio. We couldn't find him. None of that shit. You know, it was just... And so when he came back into my life, I was like, oh my God, I can't be him. And I said, is this a prank? I said, you know, because I wanted to make sure it was him. And I said three things, and I knew it was him. And them tears just hit down on my fucking face. But I didn't know I was going to put myself in a situation that was a little bit too much. I wasn't ready. And now he on my ass on feet. I'm telling you. Because I'm a woman to be loved. I don't play no games. Shit, I don't have love. If I'm going to give it, I'm giving it. What y'all keep giving this half shit? 640 on the time. Shit, if he your man, he your man. Shit, a lot of you bitches are sharing men that don't even know it. Okay? Willing, unwillingly, or whatever it is, we all have to share here and anymore. Because shit, where are men at? Half them dead, gay, with a white woman, or something like that. Where we glad? I don't want y'all to sit in illusions, goddamn. Or they ain't been born yet. What? Everybody gonna have to share something you don't want to. Shit, I want them all to my motherfucking self, but he got a situation. He ain't gonna leave that woman unless he ready. And I ain't here to want to beg for him for fun. And not me, I don't beg no man for no fuck ass nothing. Not me. See, I'm that type of bitch, I will silence your ass. When you silence on a man, oh honey, they don't like that silent shit. Ooh, if you ever want to get a man mad, don't say shit. Don't text, don't call, no XX. They lose their goddamn mind. Because you got to let them know who you are and what you ain't. You ain't going to just play in my face because I love you. Fuck you. And guess what happens? They spin up on your ass because they don't want nobody else to have the access that you get. So what they're going to do, they're going to have to do what they got to do to make everything's okay. Why you ain't calling me? Why you ain't texting? I listen to what you say. See, I'm more about action. I don't want to hear the bullshit you talking. I want action on your ass. So I make sure I'm cute on Facebook and everything, doing me. And he can't stand it. And then I'm a poet. So am I mad at him? I put that shit in a poem. And one time he pissed me the fuck off. See, I match your energy. So I said, oh, you want to be dismissive. Okay. You want to put pictures of your girl and all that type of shit. Knowing that shit was going to piss me the fuck off. So I start hitting his ass. And then he blocked me for 5 months. I knew he was blocking me, but he was blocking the fact that he was in his fucking feelings. I knew. Come on now, you dealing with high priests. I knew what the fuck was going on. the whole goddamn time. I let him have that shit. I ain't gonna say it didn't hurt my feelings. I was in tears, all that shit, because I was like, I don't like this block shit. I've never been blocked before in my life. See, this is all new shit with Big Mama, y'all. So I didn't understand that. My daughter had to show you, break it down, Mama. This what this mean, and I said, oh, okay. I didn't know the whole time he had another page watching every fucking thing that I was doing. So I went onto my daughter's thing, had her friend him and everything, and he knew that was my daughter, so he made sure he gonna play the game too. Oh, he acted motherfucking fool. So I'm looking on her account. I'm like, is this motherfucker is really doing this bullshit for real? So then here go mouth. Start eating his ass up. So I think after the last shit that I said, I get an inbox. Is it something you need to say? Man, I laughed so fucking hard. Here go me. I'm like, really? He can hear and he can see. And he was nasty with it too. He said, is it something you need to say to me? He said, now go ahead and say what you need to say, and we ain't gonna talk about this shit no more. I said, who the fuck he think he talking to? Now, me, I'm Hale and he Hills. We know each other from the past. So he know I ain't nothing to play with. So I got to be careful with that motherfucker because he don't play at all. That's one man you don't play with. So I said, let me get my delivery together. Then I thought about it. I said, oh, no. He got me F to the up. I ate his ass up. I said, listen, hey. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I ain't your child. This ain't grown shit. I've been raised. Now, listen, I ain't your motherfucking enemy, but I can become your enemy. Okay? He said, baby, I'm sorry. You tripping. No, I ain't tripping. You tripping. No, what it is, you got sloppy. He got sloppy. Called me, and I called him back. Hell, I didn't know. See, I keep telling you, I was the same man forever. And so when he called me, I called his ass back, but the bitch was there. Okay? So hell, I didn't know. Yeah. So he got to clean up his shit real quick. Yeah, that's what happened. So he said what he needed to say. I needed what I needed to say. And the next minute, he blocked me for 5 months. Watching everything that I did. And I said, God damn, that shit hurt my motherfucking feelings. I said, well, fuck you too. And but I knew what was going on, you know what I'm saying? But he see that last picture I had put on there on my daughter's post. And that's how I knew he was coming back. Because it was a beautiful picture I had on me. And he had emoji with his hands covered his face like this, like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, because you lost access to me, baby. And the next day, what you doing? And I waited a couple days before I responded. Because I was angry. So like, why you playing with me? You know what I'm saying? We got to understand it. Why you in your feelings? You told me don't be in my feelings, then you yours. And then the next minute I'm sitting here doing dumb shit online. Acting a damn fool. And I knew right then and there that man was in love. And still is. He got decisions he got to make for himself. I ain't about to make up your bro. I'm not the broke. No house is already broken. Because when a man got to go ahead and step out the house, he ain't happy anyways. So I can't break down something that's already been fucked up. He been out stepping up on her. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I don't say nothing. I just move around and I live my life. Because at the end of the day, he gonna cherish the moments with me. And I'm gonna tell you what, I ain't gonna make it easy. And don't you make it easy on him. You gotta protect your peace. I protect my peace. I don't argue with that man. First of all, I don't like to argue with no man. That's where we mess up, lady. We do too much. Let him be in the place that he need to be. We don't have to argue. We just got to stay in our divine feminine. Just get silence on their ass. You ain't gotta argue. Because one argue hits to a hit, and no, you ain't got time for none of that shit. No. When you a high priest and you live a spiritual life, we ain't going for none of that shit anyways. No, I'm a woman to be loved. Once you get clear about the clarity of what you need to do in a relationship, you listen. If the right man coming in my life right now, he out the door. Let me say that again. I don't care how much I love him. But if another man coming in my life, you gonna have to get your ass up. Because I want my own situation. I don't want what you think you want to give me. I don't want your breadcrumbs. And that's what we got to understand. When we ain't going for the breadcrumbs no more. We ain't going for that shit no more. I'm going to have fun till I can't have no fun no more. Okay? But the right men coming to, and I got great men to come at me, baby. Good jobs and everything. But when I'm ready, I'll be ready. But when the right energy come up in here, he asses up. What she say? I ain't about to hide my man. I ain't gonna hide no man that's been good to me. If he want that job, guess what? Your ass got to get the hell up. And I'm not, what she said, what I ain't gonna do. Gonna have a man that's good to me. Ain't that what she said? And that's how I live my life. So I make sure I'm cute all the fucking time. Oh yeah. And in the Aries, we have a way, baby. Oh, I have a way. That motherfucker be so mad at me. Even my husband to this day, he can't stand it. And okay. I ain't gonna argue with you, baby. For what? You got the energy. You get no access no more. Denied. And when you do that, no, honey, no. See, a lot of women mad. They don't want to be in a relationship. I want a good relationship. I don't want your sloppy seconds. I hate the fact that I even allow myself to find myself in a situation with a third party situation. That ain't nothing. That ain't never been me. But when you go for some shit because you want to be back in that energy, you will do some shit you wouldn't usually do. So now I just do me. You know what's gonna be. But I don't chase him. I don't chase him down. I don't do nothing. He the one got the situation. I don't. I didn't go looking for him. He came looking for me. See, that's the difference. I don't call. I don't text. I do not. One thing I do. I pray over him. Every day, I'm sending beautiful everything to him. I ain't his enemy. I ain't mad at her. I don't like the bitch. I didn't like her before. But I even know them two even messed around. I couldn't stand that bitch in the bar. She had a nasty ass way too. Badass attitude. And still to this day, it's all about her. Ain't cute. Only thing she can do is get the money. Dead. Okay? But I didn't like her. And I ain't trying to break her down because I'm talking about the energy. I remember when I used to try to get me a drink, this bitch look at me like, and I had to tell my girl, what's wrong with this bitch? Well, every time I go ask for a drink, I'm getting all this attitude from this bitch. So when I figured out that's who he with, I'm like, okay. Okay. But she always been a bitch to pay for a nigga. She always have. So I can see why. Me, I ain't about to do it. Little money I have, it pays my bills and all that shit that I do. The shit I work for is mine. I don't care if I got 100,000 up in it. You ain't gonna know nothing about it. Hey, baby, love and light. Yeah. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope y'all subscribe to this channel. Y'all, this is a powerful ass reading today. But I want you guys to know love is in the building, guys. Some of y'all going back to your past. Just be careful. Have fun, be careful, protect yourself, and with everything like that. If a motherfucker tell you though, don't put your feelings in some shit, listen to that. Don't have yourself in a situation or a pickle that you didn't want to do. And you know you didn't want to. Have fun if you can. If you know your feelings get hurt real quick and don't do it. Some of y'all don't know how to have sex without putting feelings in some shit. I'm telling you. If you don't know how to sex without motherfucking feelings, don't do it. Because ain't nobody gonna hurt at the end of it but your damn self, okay? Guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel. Remember, you can always send donations and everything to the channel. Guys, y'all can follow me on Facebook, Ask Big Mama and Baity, B-A-I-T-Y. You can get private readings from me as well. Everything will be after videos, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And guys, I'll be back here with some new shit. Ashay.